Hey guys, Pat Gagliano here from Finished Basements, and we have the most amazing basement, and behind me is the most amazing team. These guys pulled off something that you could not imagine. You're about to witness one of the coolest basements you've ever seen, so here it comes. What's up, guys? I'm here with Nino, and we just want to talk about the importance of the design. Everything starts with a layout. Nino and I are first on the scene, sometimes together, sometimes individually. But Nino, remember we came out and designed this one?
Yeah, it was difficult because there was a lot of challenges we had to overcome. A lot of columns, ductwork was right in the middle of the basement. We had to move all that. And pretty much just the angles and everything.
And I don't know if you remember too, originally there was going to be a walkout entrance.
Yep, walkout on this side from the garage to come down. And they also wanted an open and closed movie theater, and we had to figure something out like that.
Yeah, that was challenging, but I remember too, the homeowner originally wanted the movie theater on that side of the basement. And then he and I were challenging them, and we actually did a couple versions of this design.
Yeah, I drew this a lot.
Yeah, you drew this a couple times.
A bunch of times.
But the importance of the design, it's critical to get it right. And yeah, we went through a couple versions. Nino drew this thing a few times, but it all paid off in the end.
Oh, it did. It did. Danny absolutely killed this job.
So Danny's a project manager on this job, and obviously he has tons of experience. He's been doing this forever. The amount of detail that he had to go through, insane.
It's a lot. A lot.
So we're gonna get to that right now. All right, so we got Danny here. Danny really had the hardest job of this entire basement, which is managing and coordinating everything. So it's one thing to come up with the ideas, it's another thing to implement them. So Danny, you could touch on a little bit.
Well, yeah, it was a challenge from the start. We had some great ideas and we just had to put them in order. Thankfully, we had a great crew here. All the guys that were here were the best of the best, and put a lot of time into the special features that you're gonna see on this video.
Yeah, it's really just incredible. I mean, Danny talks right now, he makes it sound so easy, but I promise you this was not easy, and there was some unique elements here, but hats off to Danny. Definitely couldn't have done this without him. Hey, what's up guys? Pat Gagliano here from Finished Basements. We have a special guest here, Blaze. He does all our stone and granite, so thank you, Blaze.
Thank you for having me. So Blaze from Stone Age Granite. I just wanted to talk to you about the countertops that we did here. This is Quartz. It's a line called Pentel. This one in particular is called Livorno. It's a solid black background with a really nice white vein on it. You know, it looks really sleek and clean. You know, I would like to talk to you about this floating island that we did here with the two waterfalls. Everything is mitered. You know, we take precise time to match up the veining so everything is pretty much flawless.
This is, when you say flawless, this is flawless. This miter is perfect. The vein is perfect. It looks like it's just one piece right here, and the way it just floats is fantastic. So other thing I want to talk about too is the weight of the stone. In this case, it was important. You would think like, well, who cares how much it weighs, right? But we have a special element right here going on that I'll show you here in a second, where the weight was actually critical, which is why we went with the quartz.
With the quartz, because it's
instead
lighter.
of the granite. Yeah. So Blaze, you could show them here, and I'll show you what's going on. So we actually created a concept that we've never done before, and it's a wall that's going to change it from an open concept theater to a closed concept theater, just by this wall going down. And when it goes down, it forms a full countertop. So Blaze had the task of matching these three pieces of granite, quartz here.
Quartz.
And we had to calculate the weight for the lifts so that when these things come down, it looks completely seamless.
Yeah, this had to be very precise. I mean, we spent a lot of time on measuring, fabrication, and installation of these countertops. It had to be right on.
So Liz, there's a lot of stone here, a lot of hard surface. So one of the concerns I have is like maintenance, prep, longevity. Tell us a little bit about that.
So what's great about quartz is it's maintenance free. Unlike granite. Granite you have to seal. Quartz you literally just clean it. You know, get yourself quartz cleaner, and that's all you have to do.
So a special cleaner, can you use soap and water?
You can, but it's better to use a quartz cleaner or a granite cleaner on it. It's going to be less smudgy.
Yeah.
So.
And what about staining? Do you have to worry about staining?
No stains. It's maintenance free. It's stain free. So it's one of the best countertops.
That's great. So listen, we really appreciate you and all the work you do for us, and we just take this stone to another level. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So we're here with Zach from iTech. These guys handled all the audio visual for the basement, and there was a lot going on, the technology of this moving wall, which we're looking at, as well as the home theater. So Zach, thanks for being a part of this.
Yeah, thanks,
Tell
Pat.
us a little bit about what you had going on here with the theater.
Yeah, so great work on the finished basements. The design aspect of putting this theater together with the screen and the size and all the trim work around it, the moving wall. Just working hand in hand with you guys and designing the whole concept and making it all come together was just.
Let's head in. Show us the theater. So we've got a couple of hidden doors here going into the theater. This is one of them right here. So we're in the theater here, and Zach, tell us a little bit about the equipment and what you got going on here with the projector.
Yeah, so we have a digital projection 4K laser projector that shines on this 110-inch wall. All of our rack and equipment is all stored through the hidden doors in the back. We have 2 rows of seating going here, 5 speakers in wall behind the screen, and then we have a subwoofer and full surround sound.
So tell me, why a laser projector and what's the difference between a laser and a regular?
Yeah, you're getting a brighter picture with the laser. There's also no bulb required. So you don't have to change the bulb after a certain amount of hours. It's not going to die.
And they're not cheap, those bulbs.
No, right. So you're paying a lot to change the bulb down the road. This will keep running as it's just laser.
So you pay a little more up front with the laser?
Yep.
Is that how it works out?
Yeah, you pay more up front, but you don't have to worry about the bulb changes.
That's great.
Yeah.
So this is great, and everything with these guys is all seamless and user-friendly. So if you're technology challenged, you don't have to worry about finding 9 remotes and what does this and what does that. They integrate it into your iPhone or any smartphone for that matter, single remote. So that's what we love, just makes it easier and user-friendly.
Yeah, so we use one universal remote pretty much, a company called Control 4. And you could one button press and it'll turn the projector on, it'll turn your speakers on and set everything up for you with just one button press.
Could work that motorized wall, you name it. It can really do anything that you want. We could even integrate lighting.
We could dim your lights, with the button press as the projector's turning on. Yep.
Well, listen, you guys did a fantastic job as you always do. The difference between working with these guys and working with others, there's a dramatic difference. We get homeowners all the time that say, we could do it on our own, we could do this, we could do that. The experience you get with working professionals is so evident in what's going on here. So thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks,
Really.
Pat.
Thank
Great
you.
working with you guys.
All right, these amazing vault doors could not have happened if not for the master himself, Frank from Grand Interiors.
Hi guys, how you doing?
So these doors, tell us about these doors, Frank. I know they weigh about 500 pounds, right?
They're very heavy, like 250 pounds each, give or take a little bit.
Look at this, by the way, one finger.
Yes.
Yep.
Hardware track made by Hettich. Anyway, the doors were designed by Guari, the designer.
Yep.
So she came up with the concept. We had Lappy Woodwork do the cutout of the doors. We put it all together and installed it on a Hettich track. And then Bruce Middleton of Middleton Interiors did the finish. So it was a
And an amazing
collaboration.
finish. It's my understanding he was here over 2 weeks just putting this on layer after layer
long
after
time,
layer. So detail here for days.
Everything you see here that looks like metal is actually wood or MDF, including the rivets.
Incredible. That's not all Frank did here. Although this is amazing by itself, we have decorative trim throughout the basement on these walls. And we can bring you through the whole basement, but we're gonna get to the bones of it right here. Actually, let's go here to this really cool, creative. The designer, Gory, had this great idea of making this circle seat. Frank had the task of bringing it to life. We also put this, there was a column here, so we had to work around.
Yep, buried
so
it in the wall.
yeah, so this was great, absolutely great.
Again, designer concept. We had to do, there's a lot of framing inside the wall to support this that you don't see. And then taking shape and getting the upholstery here to make the cushions. But the end product came out great.
Using every inch of the basement, by the way, grabbing this space under the stairs, and then we have this bench seat right here. Grabbing another space, this decorative trim wall where we have the hidden door over there. There's hidden doors on pretty much all these panels. I think have hidden doors.
Down,
Now we're going to get into this part of the basement where believe it or not, the whole design of the basement started right here. The owner wanted this vibe of like a hotel lobby. So Frank, I think custom built all this stuff here.
Yeah, everything on the back wall is custom built. We recessed the fireplace in the wall, flanked by the wall unit / walk-up bar. on either side, and they got a lounge area right in front.
Yeah, and the detail here with the lighting and the tray ceilings and the crown molding, it just goes on. And what's cool about this location here is it's right located adjacent to the bar hangout area with the floating island. Frank also created the structure to support this floating island to make it look like there's no structure.
Correct. In this case, the less you see, the better. So we're able to support all the weight of this quartz with very little visibility as far as support goes.
Yeah, and the way it was finished, it really just disappears. And then we have these cabinets here, and of course we're back to the wall where we create the open/closed concept. And I want to talk a little bit about the detail that you did on the walls right here too. So what we had was, in trying to hide the details of the 3 panels that are raising, we came up with this slide idea. I really should say Gory came up with this, right?
Yes.
It was her design. And then you had to implement it where we painted the back. And what's the species on that?
So
Is that a oak?
the wood slats, no, it's just poplar
Okay.
on top of the black background.
Yeah, so the whole operation of this that Frank was a part of, making this wall motorized and hiding it. So I look at this when this is up and I have no clue. I mean,
No clue.
legit no clue
That's the idea.
where the 3 sections are.
Yes.
So it's these details and the molding throughout the basement that just makes Frank special. And what he brings to the table is so different than a normal trim carpenter. Listen, anybody can hang a door and do some molding. What we're doing and what Frank is doing is just at a whole nother level. All right, so when it comes to the painting, I call it the icing on the cake. You can bake the most delicious cake in the world, but if the icing looks crummy, it doesn't look so appealing to eat. That's where Brooke comes in. And the attention to detail she brings here with the paint is just unbelievable. So tell us what happened here.
Yeah, no, I mean, the paint is super important. It really ties the whole project together. So in this basement, we had a lot of dark colors. So we had black and white really that we were working with. We had a tricorn black color that we were working with here. And you can see we incorporated it with the dark doors. We did the white trim. We have dark accent walls. And then this is a cool thing too, because we kind of pieced both of those colors together just in this little house here. And then we have the bench seating over there. So incorporated both of those colors mixed with the stain.
Yeah, and there's a lot of interesting things here. Everybody thinks black is easy, right? It'll cover everything, but Brooke will tell you it's actually kind of hard because of the dust, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially with, like you said, with the black, you can't really just touch that up. You really have to repaint the whole thing. So for instance, like this wall alone in the front here, we probably did like 4 or 5 coats just on this wall. Yeah. So it's the black is really tough to work with.
And not only that, there's actually different blacks in this basement, believe it or not. We got is this a gloss here?
Yep.
I know we have
a semi-gloss. We have a matte. That's a matte finish in the front.
And then the cabinets are even a different finish.
Yep.
It's a cabinet grade. So it just looks. You look at the picture and you say, "Wow, that looks really cool," but you don't realize like all the detail and all the thought and the process that went into making this happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So this is great. I mean, what an amazing basement.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Killed it again.